Hey, it's Pete Kelly, and is it a bad sign you'd rather hang out by yourself than with your significant other? This woman writes in saying, my boyfriend usually comes over 4 or 5 times a week, but lately I found I've enjoyed the nights alone more. I've been working overtime lately, and it's nice to be by myself. Is it a bad sign for us that I'm happier alone? Now, of course, everybody needs a little bit of time to themselves. I mean, it's crazy if you're with your significant other 24/7, or at least for me, I would go nuts. But I would think 2 or 3 nights a week by yourself is probably good enough. And if you don't want to hang out with your significant other, if you have the chance, more than a couple times per week, that might be a bad sign. But what do you think? Morgan in Schenectady, what are you thinking about this?
I would say no. I think that it's good to enjoy your alone time. I mean, maybe if it's like a lot more than the time that you're spending with your significant other, but I think it's good to take some time for yourself.
Depends on whether when you're hanging out with your significant other, if you're still enjoying it or if it feels more like a burden that you're putting up with them, then that's probably a red flag.
Right. If it's like something that feels like a chore for you, yeah, definitely. I get that for sure. Because, like, some days it's really like you just need to chill out on your own, like, space and just turn everything off, you know, not have to worry about, like, talking, keeping up, like, a conversation or, like, making sure that you're not checked out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You just want to shut your brain off and just kind of just go into a little cocoon and just, have the bed to yourself and just sprawl out.
Exactly.
The cat, Tom in Mechanicville, is that a bad sign?
Yeah, I think he must be a real pain in the rear end if that's the case.
Yeah, you just rather, if you're going to have free time, you'd rather just be by yourself. You'd rather just, watch a movie, have the bed to yourself, as opposed to dealing with his shenanigans.
Yeah, maybe he's overbearing or clingy or something like that. Yeah. I can see that's not a good sign.
If you're in her shoes, what would you do?
I couldn't even begin to pretend to be a woman.
Yeah, same here, I know. A lot of these things, I'm like, oh boy, that's what's so interesting that people will message in. And thankfully, we put it out, because if I was supposed to be like a Dear Kathy kind of thing, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Right.
Yep. Why don't you ask somebody else?
I guess they always say honesty is supposed to be the best policy, so take it for what it's worth and let them know you just need some alone time.
If you're dating someone, she came to you and said, look, I need more alone time. I only want to see you a couple times per week instead of 5 times per week. Wouldn't you take offense at that, saying, wow, you don't want to be hanging out with me?
Personally, I would think she's probably got her eye on somebody else, and I might start getting a little suspicious. But
100.9 The Cat. Kelly in Rock City Falls, what do you think?
I feel that if she's messaging you, that means she wants a way to actually get out of the relationship. She doesn't want to be with him.
So just the fact that she's reaching out, she already knows the answer.
Yeah, so she just wants to get everybody to tell her, yes or no, and make the decision for her.
The Cat, Katie and Troy, is it a bad sign she wants to see her boyfriend less?
I only see my boyfriend a couple days a week, and I wish I could see him more, but I do like going home and having some time for myself.
And it's kind of nice to have the bed to yourself as well. You can sprawl out.
Yeah, you can just, you have nothing to worry about. You're just relaxing.
Yeah.
Everyone needs space.
So you think if she only sees him a couple times a week, it doesn't really matter at all with the relationship as long as he's okay with it. It's not a bad sign because everyone just needs their space.
Yeah, everyone needs, that time to just be by themselves and, relax and not to worry about anything.
The Cat, Steve in Scotia, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely not a good sign, that's for sure.
So, what would you recommend she does at this point?
If my girl was feeling like that, it'd probably be time to sit down and talk or part ways, unfortunately. Can't be with somebody that doesn't want to be around you. If you don't want to be around that person after a long day at work, that says something.
That's true. So, what do you think? Comment below. Let us know. Your advice definitely goes a long way because, like I just said a few minutes ago, I'm terrible when it comes to advice with this stuff. And if you ever have a question, it's real easy to get a hold of us. Just DM me at OnAirPete all across social media. Email me, pete@109thecat.com. You can DM us on the station's account at 1009thecat on Facebook or Instagram, or just give us a call or leave a voicemail right now. You can leave a voicemail 24/7, and I can disguise your voice too. So, hey, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. We got a bunch of other videos on the side here, and that subscribe button's right where my face is. Clickety-click, please.